Bam Margera, man.
Yeah, what's going on with him?
What's up with you, bro?
Dude, this guy's been in trouble so many times, but like, you want him to get better. You want everything to be all right because of the legacy he did with skateboarding and Jackass and just being a celebrity in general. Like,
Well, we grew up skating, and
Yeah.
we grew up on him being one of the guys that just had that iconic board with the pentagram, or I don't know what that symbol,
heartogram.
the heart to pentagram.
the heart to Pinta.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So,
man.
Yeah, you'd hate to see him fall, dude.
So basically, as of this point, he was like on the run from the police in Pennsylvania. He supposedly hit his brother in the face or something.
So what's up with the hitting his brother part?
So,
Because I don't know this part.
from what I've been told, Jess Margera, which is drummer for CKY and Bam's brother, supposedly he was staying at Castle Bam. One way or another, there was an altercation, but all the while he's on a meth bender, I guess. He's been on one for like a few days. This is according to Steve-O. On his podcast, he talked about how he was on multiple days worth of a meth bender.
That's kind of how that goes.
So obviously there was altercations, but I was probably worried about him, and one thing leads to another, whatever. He hit him and then fled with his girlfriend and his girlfriend's daughter, who's an 8-year-old girl.
Correct. That's just seeing this meth head activity, which is not great.
Yeah. And I mean, what I've heard a lot of is like he fled and went like to the woods, and it's like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
You
How
camping?
You gonna eat in there?
Right, you camping, you hunting, you hunting
meth,
fish.
On meth, I don't think you need to eat. at
No,
all, but still.
no. Yeah.
What I heard is that he was like yelling and screaming at his girl and like being crazy. That's like what initially
started the whole like
got it going.
Yeah. I heard stuff about Bam not wanting his brother to be staying at Castle Bam or something. I don't really know, and I don't know much about Jess other than that he's the CKY drummer. I don't know if he has a family or anything like that. I couldn't tell you, but I mean, the shittiest part of all of this is like said he hates his family, wants to kill his family, like all that kind of crazy shit. And I was like, oh, this is the start of the end. Like, just seeing that, like, that's never good. But even through all that, I've been seeing, I guess people have reached out to April, as Bam's mom, and she said, like, we love him, and we just want him to get better. They want him to turn himself in. And even Steve-O was like, he should turn himself in and do the time, because that's probably what's best for him. Is that, like, he's only going to recover if he has no access to anything for a minute. There's multiple times when he's been to rehab and just escapes is some of the words I've heard.
The thing about rehab is that the person has to want to be done with whatever they're doing. You know what I'm saying? You can put anybody in rehab, force them or whatever, but they're just going to ride it out and go back to their shit if that's...
They need to want the help. They need and I know it's not easy. There's no way it's easy. And I feel for him in that way. Like, being an addict is not...
But, man, he has a lot of support, dude. Like,
so
Steve-O's helping him out. Steve-O brought him on tour.
Dude, Steve-O's a big support, because he was at the lowest of low.
He's one of the only Jackass members and, like, close friends that he had from, throughout that entire era that is actually, like, still riding for him. And
especially after he got booted from Jackass 4 because of his...
I heard he was trying to box Johnny Knoxville. And
I heard that. I heard that too.
He's not on good terms with most of the people.
No, he definitely does. Him and Knoxville don't get along. Steve-O's the only one it seems like he really talks to in the crew.
Steve-O's been through it, so...
Steve-O has been through it.
He knows what he's going through in a way.
Yeah. So, as of this point...
We want to check and see if he's still in the woods.
Well, yeah, let's see. I got this pulled up here, and I'm seeing all these articles saying that he surrenders to police in Pennsylvania. Now, as I'm reading this, it is April 28th, so this is Friday, and these are from yesterday, 16 hours ago, Okay, so, so late Thursday looked like he turned himself in.
Maybe the meth is just him trying to get skinny.
Oh, okay, well, here's him showing up.
See, look at him. He looks skinny. Maybe that's why he was doing meth.
I mean, he did lose a lot of weight, but obviously he don't want to lose it from that.
The former pro skateboarder, Jackass, and Viva La Bam star is now charged with charges including civil assault, terroristic threats with intent to terrorize, and harassment.
Yeah, I heard
dude, right?
all misdemeanors. I heard the terrorist threat thing because he said he wants to kill us or put a bullet in his head or something. Like, if those specific words, then it's considered, active terror or whatever.
Police were called to the Pocopson Township property called Castle Bam for a domestic case.
Just a house.
Castle, though, it's not even that big.
That's also just a house.
According to police documents, Bam had been kicking the door of his brother's bedroom and left a note for his brother threatening him if he talked to police. Then the documents say the brother saw Bam urinating in the kitchen sink, and then Bam attacked him, injuring his face. Bam told him he would put a bullet in his head, and then he left the house. Family members were outside waiting when police arrived, and troopers searched the woods for Bam but didn't find him, which then led to the warrant for his arrest. For years, Bam has been in and out of rehab and has had family issues and run-ins with the law, including charges he kicked a woman in California earlier this year. Today,
I don't remember that.
Kicked a woman?
I guess.
They say his brother's accusations are false and that he will be evicting him from Castle Bam. Bam says he read on his brother's phone that he wanted Bam back in California, and Bam believes that's what started all this that led to the arrest.
Okay, well.
So there we are with that.
That catches us up. I mean, dude, the dude has been a freaking spark plug ever since Ryan Dunn died in the car crash, dude. Bam is like, really, I feel like that like kickstarted his like depression, and then to counteract his depression, he took more drugs.
I don't know. I heard that he used to be very against drugs and shit, and like some of his friends would be doing stuff, and he wouldn't be about it and shit. So I don't think. I mean, as much as the accident with Brian probably got his mental state messed up, like I don't like blaming or like finding a specific thing and being like that's why he's a fucked up drug addict.
Yeah,
now.
this is
like,
a whole tree of roots of issues that all lead to this.
And I think it more comes from probably boredom, dude. It just seemed like he wasn't doing anything. He was just chilling in that Pennsylvania castle. He I don't know, man. It's probably a combination of like depression, but also just boredom and just, I don't know. Like,
absolutely.
He just doesn't have that mental strength to keep himself together and to tell himself no and shit like that, which you could see with the alcohol. Like it started with the alcohol, right? And he just like couldn't not drink.
But yeah, meth, dude. Where are you even getting this from? Like, damn. I mean, obviously he can get it from anybody because he's goddamn Bam. I mean, his two closest people, like the Novak guy and Steve-O, like both of them went completely sober and like turned their lives around, and like he's the only one that hasn't been able to do anything like that. I don't know. It's tough. It's definitely tough.
He has to like want to just not be a piece of shit. That's all it is.
Steve also talked about Bam went off on him not too long ago. He was trying to sell boards, like autographed boards, try to help him build a trust fund for his son Phoenix, and also have that go towards child support, which he is inevitably going to have to pay, and alimony because she's filing for legal separation. So it seems like it's more of a reasonable thing, but she can still get child support if he's not around for the kid.
For sure, yeah.
And she could still get alimony.
What the hell is alimony? Is that just like, I got used to this lifestyle and now we got divorced, so like
it's like
you need to pay me so I can maintain.
It's adult support.
Yeah, adult support.
She's gonna get child support and adult support. Yeah.
Very rad.
We all want him to get better because he was such an icon, and
well, he's wasting like this last chunk of his life. Right now, he could be doing podcasts. Like him and Steve-O could have a podcast together. They could figure out something for him to do on tour or something. He could start a YouTube channel and just do like Viva La Bam shit, but by himself. And he could be making bank, like stacking, but
he still likes skateboarding, he could be selling
too. Boards,
so like, he could
all that. I mean, he has 50 million ways he could be making money, but he's just doing drugs. Hopefully, if he does get clean for a decent amount of time, he can like get back to normal and make money and whatnot.
Yeah.
I guess we'll keep you posted because
I was gonna say if this will keep going. Maybe we'll do an update in a month after we hear from whenever the trial does its thing. If you want, you can let us know in the comments how you feel about Bam, or if you've heard anything that we didn't cover today, let us know. If you don't hit the notification bell, you don't care what happens to Bam, man. That's sad.
You have no heart.
Hit it. Subscribe.